Most people use it every day. They twist it, apply it, and move on. But behind that simple motion, there is a factory running non-stop, producing tens of thousands of lipsticks every single day. And it all starts with something that does not even look usable, just powder. Loose pigments that would fall off your lips instantly. So how does that turn into a smooth, long-lasting lipstick? Inside a modern factory, everything begins in the lab. Before production even starts, chemists spend months developing the formula. Because a lipstick is not just color, it has to glide smoothly, hold its shape, resist heat, and stay stable on the lips. To achieve that, they combine three core elements: pigments, oils, and waxes. The pigments create the color, but on their own, they are useless. If you applied pure pigment, it would crumble and disappear immediately. So the first step is transforming that powder into something workable. The pigments are mixed with oils, natural oils like sesame or rosehip, and synthetic oils engineered for stability and consistency. This turns the dry powder into a thick liquid, but it is still not ready. The mixture is passed through heavy steel rollers. These rollers crush and spread the pigments evenly through the oils. This step is critical, because if the pigment is not perfectly distributed, the final lipstick will look uneven. After this, the mixture becomes smoother, more consistent, but still completely liquid. And that is a problem, because lipstick cannot be liquid, it needs structure. That is where wax comes in. Waxes are added to the mixture to give it shape. They act like a solid framework that holds everything together. Without wax, lipstick would never keep its form. Now the formula starts to change. It becomes thicker, creamier, closer to what we recognize. But something is still missing: shine. To create that glossy finish, manufacturers add what are known as pearl particles. These are tiny reflective materials made from mica, titanium dioxide, and iron oxide. They reflect light at different angles. That is what gives lipstick its glow. At this point, the mixture finally looks complete, but it is still not stable. Everything now depends on temperature. Once it reaches the right temperature, the liquid is poured into molds. And this part requires precision, because if the pouring is uneven, the lipstick will form in layers and break later during use. The molds define the final shape. Multiple cavities allow factories to produce dozens at once. Once filled, the molds are moved into cooling systems. This is where everything solidifies. The liquid turns into a solid stick. After cooling, each piece is removed carefully. Now comes inspection. Any imperfection and the product is rejected. Because even a small defect can affect how it applies on the lips. But making a lipstick once is not enough. Factories need to produce thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands every day. So the same formula is scaled up. Large batches of pigments, oils, and waxes are measured precisely. The exact ratios are often kept secret and protected by manufacturers. Everything is mixed in industrial containers, heated again, and constantly stirred to maintain consistency. From here, the mixture moves into filling machines. These machines pour the hot formula into molds automatically, and they do not stop. Production runs continuously, 24 hours a day. Teams rotate shifts to keep the system running without interruption. At full capacity, a single factory can produce over 30,000 lipsticks per day. That is more than 2,000 every hour. Once molded and cooled, the lipsticks move to assembly. Each one is inserted into a rotating tube. This simple mechanism allows the user to twist and apply, a design that has remained almost unchanged for over a century. But before they leave the factory, there is one final test: heat resistance. Because lipstick must survive real conditions. It cannot melt inside a bag on a hot day or inside a pocket. Samples from each batch are tested to determine their melting point. If they fail, the entire batch is rejected. Only the stable ones move forward. From there, they are packaged, labeled, and prepared for shipping. Millions of units are distributed globally every month, from powders and oils to a finished product used worldwide. A process that blends chemistry, engineering, and precision manufacturing, and all of it is hidden inside something that fits in your pocket. But behind that small object is a global system that depends on constant production, because demand never stops. New colors, new formulas, new finishes, and every variation requires adjustments in the process. Which means factories must stay flexible while maintaining strict quality standards. Because in the end, the product must always feel the same to the user. Smooth, consistent, and reliable, no matter where it was made or when it was produced, and that is what turns simple powder into one of the most widely used products in the world. If you want to understand how other critical systems survive under this same level of pressure, you'll find more videos on this channel. Like this video if it helped you see what normally remains invisible, and subscribe to keep discovering how the systems that run the world truly work.